Welcome to another Field of Glory 2 battle. This is Thymbra 547BC. I command the Lydian army against whose Persian army I don't recall, but we'll find out in a second here. Okay. So, Western Anatolia, 547 BC. The Persian infantry is based on the Spara system with master archers behind them with spears and pavises. The core of the army are the elite immortals. The Lydian infantry has a core of armored hoplites from the Carian and Ionian Greek cities. If these can make it into hand-to-hand combat without being disrupted by Persian archery, they are more than a match for the Persian infantry in close combat. They are supplemented by other levies hastily equipped as hoplites and massed and skirmishing javelin men. The Lydian heavy cavalry are armed with long spears and are renowned for the fierceness of their charge. The Persian cavalry rely on their bows and may not be able to stand up to the Lydian charge. However, King Cyrus has come up with a cunning plan. Cavalrymen have been remounted on camels from the baggage train and will be used in front of the Persian cavalry to disorder the Lydian cavalry by frightening their horses. There you have it. The trick will be, both for cavalry and infantry, getting into contact without being disrupted first. We have some average armored hoplites, so they'll be on even terms against the immortals. Do we have any veterans? No. So this will be a battle to try to win on the wings then. And in order to do that, we probably want to at least try and extend our line. 8 non-light cavalry units here to 6. What about down here? 8 again to 6 again. So with that in mind, I think what I'll want to do is try to shift some of our irregular foot over to stretch the line. The camels will moderately disorder our cavalry, which is unfortunate. They are pretty vulnerable when it comes to shooting, except no, these are armored, I suppose to simulate the Lydians' unfamiliarity with fighting cavalry. So we're just going to have to engage them, unfortunately. Good. We will not win this firefight, but this screen of light infantry is just to keep our hoplites from getting shot up too badly before contact. We'll keep one unit of irregular foot as a central reserve and shift the others to the right wing. Here, let's just turn the command first. So we'll try to engage on both wings and delay a bit in the center. Next turn. Okay, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's bow shot, so you'd have to move to shoot us first. So, inch forward. Get these raw hoplites slightly forward. Get in line. And shuffle to support the cavalry action. Good. Shift 1 unit of lancers over. Oops. And what to do here? Light javelin horse, not enough to interrupt the camels, really. So again, let's throw the irregular foot forward. They can soak arrows and force cavalry evasions. We can begin our advance properly next turn. Next turn. It is time for us to get a shot at. Held firm. You can shoot at the irregulars all day, that's fine. They're just arrow sponges. Camels are unfortunate. There's really no good counter for them that I have available on the wings. We are still just out of bow shot. I'll let him give us the first volley, I suppose. Yeah, that's fine. Might be time to move on this wing. Shove off these skirmishers. Interesting. Push on. Stay behind the infantry, let them soak the arrows in. Force an evasion. And pursue. Good. Give him a shove. Doesn't matter, just keep them pinned down. Not really worth it. Just harass them and try to keep them from shooting at our non-light cavalry, I suppose. No dice. Right then. Forward, just out of bow shot. And unfortunately, it'll be time for our skirmishers to eat some arrows. Now, normally I'm not one for the long shot. I think it's a waste of arrows, but given that our lights are about to get completely obliterated, they might as well inflict what few losses that they can. Seeing as ammo's not about to be the problem here. Right. Okay, onward. Next turn, the sound is going to be muted because the game is doing the odd bug where the music turns on even though I have it off. I don't want the video to be flagged for copyright and muted entirely, so this turn will be quiet. Apologies. Oof. Well, that's a little unfortunate. Not too worried about losing my light cavalry. It's not a big deal. This is just to be expected. I mean, their job is to screen the heavies. If they do that, then I don't really care if we lose the lights. Okay, well, first off, let's see if we can encourage these camels to scatter. Good. Shove them off map. Clear them off as well. And threaten a flank. Threaten what? You're going to need better impact. Everyone's going to follow up now. All right, javelins. This is disordered shooting. Javelins again, of course. Well, shuffle around. Okay, and then we push on. This might get a little painful for the raw hoplites. Here. Screen them from that point blank volley at least. It's something. Normally I would pull disrupted skirmishers out, but again, the whole point is screening the army. So we don't care if we lose them. And if he does want to shoot between the few gaps, well, then I can get some free shots off and inflict some casualties before contact. Let's see if it can cause one cohesion check. There we go. Okay. Good. Shove off these camels. Why don't we try for impact? So Lancers plus 100, mounted versus bowmen plus 100. So yeah, the Sparrow were classed as medium foot. This would not be plus 150, it would be plus 50 for superior. Very good. So let's just hurl in the irregulars. We can set up a flank next turn. Shove them off. And shove them off as well. Maybe. No. They hold firm. Let's stop this unit from getting behind our infantry and forcing cohesion checks. Charge for impact. Nothing. Okay. Wings aren't going too well. Next turn. Oh yeah, there goes the right wing. Maybe better luck down here? Maybe. That's pretty grim though. Oof. Well, that's fine. That skirmisher is doing their jobs. Raw hoplites. I have no idea what just happened. Cool. Ah, frag on the Sparbara here. Very good. Good. That should set up a flank attack. Alright, so it looks like we're going to have to pin our hopes on the infantry battle. Well, let's shove off these camels. Come on. Finally. Caught one of the bastards. Ah, too bad we couldn't follow it up more. And charge. They held firm. Too bad. Shove off these camels. You can try to catch these light javelin men. Not a great idea. Well, that does free us up to do that. Do we join the fun? Or do we threaten the flank? Threaten the flank. Prepare to eat some arrows. You will charge at a disadvantage due to being raw. We held firm. Now we can get in. Out. Charge. Push on. This unit will stay behind. This is all getting very complicated. Let's see. Let's charge. It's not exactly what I had in mind. Here, try again. Push forward. Prepare a flank attack. And break through. Get around. Good. Get that light spear impact. Set up a flank. You are doomed, so all you can do is try to slow the enemy down. Shove them off. Pin these cavalrymen. It's good. Charge here, and that'll hopefully they'll come back under control. We can start pushing behind or something. Next, we charge, then drop their cohesion. Good. Delightful. Alright, keep distracting these units as much as possible. Good. Okay, let's see. That's close bow shot. Fortunately, here. Block that up. And push on. Prepare to do the same thing here. And cross over. Get back. And I guess we have to clear out if we want to move this whole line forward, which I think we kind of do. It's kind of unfortunate, but we'll just have to hope for best with the next rain of arrows. They are armored at least. I'm going to keep this blocked up here so there's as few firing lanes as possible. Okay, so we need to try to break through with the Lancers, lose slowly here if possible, and win an infantry slugging match in the center. Next turn. We are up 5%, which is nice, but hardly decisive. Do we? Yep. And if we break them, which we do, we might then... No, they evade. Too bad. Frag, I assume. Yep. Oof. Nice. Good. Shooting at the lights, that's no problem. Hopefully the armor will allow us to survive all this. Ugh, it's not enjoyable. At all. Come on, stay there. Bastard. Good. Perfect. Well, first off, let's charge here. Then we'll wait a turn to flank. Meantime, automatic cohesion drop. Come on. No, apparently. Let's get some javelins in, and then charge. Oh, very nice. Prepare to charge them next. Join the fun. No way for you to go anywhere useful, so you're just gonna have to stand and die. And in the meantime, throw in more missiles. Held firm. Not a big surprise. Okay. Charge, so the raw hoplites don't need to. Cover the hoplites from fire. Then straight in here. Could charge. Yeah, that's probably the thing to do. Very good. Let's prepare a flank attack here. Charge. Delightful. Alright, pile on. Hopefully we don't all run away when this frag unit breaks. Good. Here, why don't you shove these guys off? I was hoping they'd stop here or something ridiculous. Well, next turn you can shove them off the map at least. Catch them. Be generally annoying. Sure, why not? Wheel around. Could charge here. The bad things would probably happen. Why don't we instead take a risk? Good, and then get the drop. Good. Next up, do I care if this unit gets broken? No, you know, I really don't. Good. Again, draw fire as needed. Generaled up here, so charge. Shuffle here so that we can move straight forward. Pair a flank. Break these lights. No. Get that impact charge. Can either turn around or shove them off the map. Let's turn around. You can pretty much just stand and die, and that's it. Why not go for... too bad. Next turn, let's try it again. Oh, just pile on. Okay, we expanded our lead, so it's looking pretty good, other than the right flank. Next turn. As expected. And yeah, now we're disordered, so we'll lose that unit as well. Really, the whole flank is going to go. Ooh, it's too bad. Auto break next turn. If they don't get charged and run down, but that's alright. both cases our lances didn't get to come into play. Good. Frag unit held firm. Which makes sense, the disrupted unit they're fighting is fighting multiple units. Ouch. We'll lose them then, because it'll unlock their swordsman POA to the full 50. Good. Right. See if we can cut up these lights. No, which means we'll get cut apart ourselves. See that here. Break, get the hell out of there. Probably a good call. Go for a frag. Good. Might not be able to break them anyway. You can just sit there and get auto-broken. Shouldn't have done that, but actually maybe it's not bad that they'll evade, because now we can catch them with an impact. Good. Get out of the way. Charge with the irregular foot. Then we're not even going to bother getting the automatic cohesion drop, but instead we will push forward everybody who can into this next set of infantry. Yeah, into charge range. Very good. Charge in advance into charge range of this unit as well. Set up the flank and continue to be distracting and annoying with the light infantry. Yeah, I thought that could happen. So now we'll get flanked and lose this unit, but it was either charging and risking that or just sitting and getting shot at disruption anyway, so it's just the way it goes sometimes. Held firm, okay. Get you out of the way. Try to steady things out a bit. Let's charge this disrupted unit. Get that flank off. It's a frag. Do they break? Nope. Try again. Guess not. Do we frag here? Not yet. Whew, nice. Go for that break. Good, and what does that do for us? Nothing, really. Well, we can't have these roaming around in our rear, so catch them with a flank, get this disrupted unit out of there, move it with the irregular foot, and prepare to what? Flank the camels or flank this unit? Well, shove them off map. Or not. Of all things, the light horse archers got the decisive impact. Cool, okay. Prepare a flank. Great, you are stuck. You know, as long as they're not roaming around behind us, I'm going to not care about them. Go ahead and push on. Hopefully we don't drop. Good. Okay. Well, this is going pretty well. We have pretty much won on the left flank, and we're ripping the center to shreds. And we're doing well on the right of the infantry. The right wing overall is kind of bad, but it's not looking so bad that we have anything to worry about for the infantry line. Getting a well played, so let's see if that's preemptive or not. As expected. Held firm, nice. They'll break. Oh, certainly has not been a nice day for the cavalry. Good. Yep, we saw that coming. Maybe this is where the good things happen. .40 exact. And 42 for a bit of insurance. There we go. So, I don't think my opponent made any major mistakes. I only noticed a few maybe minor micro things he could have done differently. There was a charge into my lights that pushed one of his immortals into a bad spot. And I would say in general, there's a bit too much targeted shooting of the lights when there were hoplites available to shoot. Especially the immortals, given their armored status, didn't have much to fear from the small number of lights I had. Or at least I mean, I could only get a couple units at a time on most of his, so I couldn't cause many cohesion checks. And being superior, they could generally pass them. The left, I did pretty well, although it was only at the end that I finally started getting cavalry involved in the infantry struggle. The right was a disaster, but at least I'm still losing it and not losing it immediately. This could go either way in the short term, and in the long term, I would be bringing additional irregular foot infantry support in. So it's a mess. It's not pretty, but the important thing is that there aren't Persian cavalry units arriving behind the infantry line. That's it. A pretty straightforward match. Screen the heavy infantry, push them forward, and get into melee. Don't lose too fast on the flanks. So a good game to my opponent. Till next time.